who's a Montessori school teacher about what kids learn at an early age and what developmental things stay with them. And one of the things she said is that what kids learn early is sorting. Right? Maybe from age, I don't know what. Some of you are parents, you'll know 2 maybe or something. And that sorting stays with them their whole life. And
That's the
isn't,
hope. That's the hope.
That's the hope, yes. It isn't sorting what we do our whole lives. Isn't our thinking based on sorting? So I believe that there are 2 aspects of human beings. One is your personality, and another is what I call your clear self, which we have no word for in English. But that those 2 parts of you, they actually sort differently. And although we use those 2 parts, we don't name them. And in the not naming of them, then you don't fully own them. So this is how I think your clear self sorts. So here's your clear self. So this is anybody when they're in their clear self mode. So your clear self, I believe, only has one sorting basket initially. The name of that sorting basket is now this. Oh, now this. Oh, now this. Now this. Now this. Endlessly now this. It's just what comes next. It's not about approval or disapproval or agreement or disagreement. It's just what's next. Does that make sense? Just now this. If your clear self is doing the sorting, then this now this will be taken in fully. There won't be a filter on it. You won't filter out things because you don't want them or don't like them, and you won't add anything because you do like it. It's not based in your hopes or fears, it's just now this. If you take it in fully, whatever the moment, situation is, then your second sorting basket comes fairly easily and also cleanly. And that's any response to now this. Oh, this is happening, this thing. So when Rand and Beth came in, it's like, okay, let's find them a nice spot so they can be comfortable. That's the next now this. Oh, here they are. Oh, let's find them a good spot. If this is clean and full, and your response is clean and full, then you're ready for the next now this. And this now this, you're ready for it because this has been dealt with cleanly. And some response to now this. Sometimes this response may look like nothing. Oh, the now this was this person really said that negative thing to me, and I didn't respond. Yes?
Outwardly.
Outwardly. So it might be that this one doesn't necessarily look like anything, but it's still something. You dealt with it by not taking the bait. Okay, this is how your clear self sorts. So now I'd like to describe how your personality sorts. Could I have another card,
Sure.
please? Could be any size or anything. Okay. These are from the Duke and Susan collection of fancy doodads.
Ah. Not the transcontinental.
No.
Import.
No.
Not garage sale.
No.
It's not a flamingo, it's pelican.
Yes. So, this is your personality and how your personality sorts. So I believe that your personality has 3 sorting baskets initially. Stuff you like and want, stuff you don't like and don't want, and everything else. Would you agree that this is not really a problematic basket for most people? Stuff you want and stuff you like. Mm-hmm. Oh, poor me, every day I'm getting what I want. Said nobody ever. Right? So this isn't really a problematic basket, right? And the stuff that's the everything else basket that you neither want nor don't want, that's basically not a problem either, right? So would you agree that if at all there's a problem that a personality has, it's with this basket? Okay, so let's look at this basket. So what do we have? We have personality with something it doesn't want and doesn't like. Its next sorting basket is called loss. You have some sense of loss. What could you lose?
Freedom.
God, I don't know. You don't know? There's that, eh? The fear of the unknown. Your car keys, your directions, your time schedule, custody of your child, your health, your money, right? Loss of an opportunity. Isn't it true that everything that you don't want and don't like, it brings up a sense of loss? You can think more about it, but I'm offering that as a possibility. Think about a sense of loss. Because it's in this line, isn't it true that you'll think of that as bad? You didn't really set out to lose. You weren't hoping to lose. Right?
You mean instead of being okay with it?
Well, it's a bad thing. You didn't want that. I remember after my mom had passed, and I was cleaning up she had lots of arts and crafts stuff, and I was taking some stuff from upstairs to downstairs to sort in a basket, and it was like all these beads and different things, and I tripped a bit, and the basket tipped, and all the stuff like spilled down the stairs, right? Like cascaded, and I'm like, I didn't want that.
Yeah, you were sorting, not
Well,
spreading.
yeah, sweating. Like, that's not what I wanted. So what I'm describing is the feeling you'll feel bad because you didn't want to lose. Personality doesn't really want to lose. And it's hoping to gain or at least break even. Stuff you don't want and stuff you don't like brings a sense of loss. That sense of loss, you experience that as bad. This is a representation of a fault line. Not a geographical fault line, but a psychological fault line. Energetic, yes. So what happens when you cross the fault line? You cross from it's bad to who's bad. Okay? Once you cross the fault line, you move from it's bad to who's bad. What are the choices for who's bad?
Me or you.
Me or you. That's right, me or you. So I believe there are two possibilities why it's me. And two possibilities why it's you. What is this line called where it's you? When it's you, that's...
Victim.
Oh, it was me. Do you feel guilty when that happens?
Guilty.
Okay. So then this is the line of guilt. And what do you call it when it's somebody else's fault?
Blame.
Blame. They're guilty, so I blame them.
Yeah.
I'm guilty, I blame myself. They're guilty, I blame them. I believe there are two reasons in each of these categories. I'm guilty for something I said, and this is this person moving all the way along through these, right? It's something I didn't want, something I didn't like. I feel a sense of loss. It's bad. Who's bad? Oh, it's me that's bad for something I said, did, or thought. I'm bad because of something I failed to say or do. There was an opportunity there to say something and somebody might have felt better, or to do something to help somebody, I didn't do it. Or even to take care of myself, and I didn't do it. So this is commission, this is omission. Who's bad? Another character, please.
Hands up.
He, she, they are bad for something they said or did, or he, she, they are bad for something they failed to say or do. So it's not like this happens all the time to a human being, but this often happens. Doesn't this happen every day?
Yes.
Either you're, and you could be on either end of this, or both. Sometimes you're the one feeling guilty, sometimes you're the one doing the blaming. Right? This is what we do. True or false? All of these argue with reality.
True. True.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, but you did.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I shouldn't have said that. Oh, but you did. I should have really helped out. Oh, but you didn't. I should have said that kind word and they would have felt a bit better. Oh, you didn't. Same thing on the other side. They shouldn't have done that. Oh, they did. They shouldn't have said that. Well, they did. Well, I really wish they would have helped me out there, huh? But they didn't. So all of these argue with reality. So how good at problem solving are you doing when you're arguing with reality?
No solving.
Well, it's no solving because you're not actually dealing with what's actually happening, right? So there's a gap.
Making more problems.
Making more problems.
You're just
Yeah.
wrapped up in the emotion.
Comfortably numb.
Comfortably numb. What was the first one we had?
The first
Oh, that
character.
character,
The
yeah.
angel.
So, isn't it true that all of this is a now this for this one?
Yes.
All of this is a now this for this one.
That's acceptance.
And it's based in acceptance. This is the thing, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, doing that again. The beauty of this part is that it comes from acceptance.
To stay there.
To notice,
Okay.
first of all.
So to not stay there.
To just say, here I am,
Just
here I
not
am right
even
now.
go
This is,
there.
Yeah.
this is where I am.
Yeah.
It might be in the form of not going there, but the first thing I would say from here is recognition. Oh, it's a now this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing this again. Or it might be, oh, they're doing that again. They're blaming me again. The first part to me is just recognition, plain old recognition. Oh, this thing.
It's just awareness, it's not acceptance. I don't think it's acceptance, it's more just being aware of what's happening right now.
I accept that this is what is.
Yeah.
It's not approval.
No, that's what I mean.
It's not approval.
Exactly.
But it's acceptance that, yeah, this is what it is. And like he says, it's awareness. Oh, that thing. And it might be, like Rand says, it might be that if you're aware enough here, you might sort of live this one out mentally in 3 seconds and not go there. Oh, yes, I remember where this one goes. Not going there this time. That could happen.
You can start to feel it.
Right? Because some symptoms are happening in all of these things like we described there. So it might be that you don't go there. Or it might be that you think, oh yeah, guess got that one got me again. But maybe next time I might not go there. So as the acceptance or awareness gets stronger here, I think your tendency to believe this gets less. That would be my thought.
Let go of the story.
Not go to the store, because all of this is storyline.
I like the fault line.
I love the fault line.
Yeah.
That's such a
To me, it
good
looks like a
one.
big lie.
Because otherwise, like I don't know, there's things that happen you didn't really want. You want to blame yourself for thinking, oh, that was kind of bad. But do you want to cross that and now make it somebody's fault? And now, if you made it somebody else's fault, isn't it true that these things stick? Next time you see this person,
Yeah,
it's like, oh, there's that person who did me wrong. I remember them.
yeah, yeah.
Or isn't it true that you could hold a negative self-image? Oh, I'm always screwing up. I'm just not worthy, or I'm not a good human being, or whatever. There's a holding in this. So this is my thought. The beauty of this one, it's not only the place of noticing, this is also the place of strategy. Strategy will be very specifically your clear part evolving some kind of strategy specifically for you. Not just generic ego, but no, for your personality. This is my thought. So it starts with noticing, but then out of the noticing, some practical strategy evolves specifically for the type of personality you have.
And part of those strategies could be just one-liners because we forget so often.
Yep.
About, we're getting into that trap again. So
Yep.
if you get one-liners and you can say, oh, like there's one that I have is that there's no place for guilt. That's that fault line.
Yep.
No place for guilt.
Yep.
And then work with that. I mean, still
Or,
comes,
or,
but,
or blame.
or blame.
Yep.
Yeah, which is just guilt on the other side, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Good. Well, thank you for that. Why don't we have another 3-minute or 5-minute break, and we'll pick it up again. Thank you very much for listening to that.
Oh, that's nice.